Alrighty, good morning. Let's see, 126, well, January 26th. Today we're gonna, this is it's for the TAPFX, the simplified version. We're gonna do a walkthrough of it, how to get it in and running, and I'll talk a little bit about it, how to use it. Again, I'm backpedaling a little bit on this, where I am going back to the simpler version of it. There is going to be I guess you could say, a part 2 that will show Rinko, because I still believe that Rinko is useful. I just think for learning, I may have, like I previously said, I jumped the gun a lot by giving everything at once. But the reason I do still think Rinko is worth learning is because you can force Rinko into spitting out trades that you want. Not really forcing it, but you can control the speed of the market with Rinko, whereas with a 1 minute, 5 minute, 15-minute chart, you can control it, but the higher time frame you go, you're going to get less trades. So on a day where we're just barely in a trend, we could use Rinko to force be able to see a few trades. But on that note, excuse me, I just burped. Let me get some water. On that note, we're going to get going. This is going to be the setup video for the TAPFX. If you don't have the files, then get with me. I will add you to Mega so you can get them. Give me a moment. But this is the simplified version. We're going to be focusing in on one type of setup only. We're not going to be looking at all kinds of crazy shit, just one type of setup, and we're going to let you focus in on that. Again, the same as with the binary options course. I do ask you send me your trade. Since we're only going to be focusing in on one type of setup, it makes it easy for me to review your charts and tell you, well, this was good, this was bad. I would prefer, if you do it, try and be at this zoom level, not at this zoom level. Reason being is I want to be able to look back to the left and see if there's anything there. Try and keep the stock indicators on here. I know at first this might be a lot on the chart. Well, compared to the binary system, it's not, but this will let me see like the previous resists, previous supports, and see if you just went completely apeshit against a trade. And that way it'll make it easier for me to review your charts when you do send me trades. A little practice with this, honestly, guys, you should be able to pull in pips. I mean, this is not a very complicated way of trading, and I will be going through it. First, though, we need to get through the setup. So we're going to do the setup video, then I'm going to take a 5-minute break. We'll come back, turn it back on, and we'll be looking for trades. Then it'll be a little more bullshit-oriented, where I can talk and answer questions. Right now, I want to just simply go through the setup and get it up and running for everybody. So on that note, the first thing, once you go to Mega, you're going to see this file out there. Once you download it, you'll have this. It's going to say Expert Advisors, Include, Indicators, and Template. The one thing you're going to notice is this Include folder is not something you normally see. It has something called Price Series in it that helps one of our moving averages get smoothed out and run properly. So here we go, and I'm going to go ahead and move this to the side, and then I'm going to go here. So we're going to do a little bit of split screen so you can see. I'm going to go slow with this because I've been told I talk extremely fast. I've had 2.5 cups of coffee, so I will try and go slow. If I get going too fast, somebody tell me to slow the hell down. Okay, so the first thing, we want the folder from Mega open so we can see it, and then we're going to go to File, and we're going to go Open Data Folder. Now, 3 out of the 4 folders will get dumped into here. The templates one, I highly don't recommend doing it this way because for some reason the templates sometimes don't get copied in. So I'm going to show you a different way to load up the template. The first thing, once you've opened up and you've gone File, Open Data Folder, we're going to go into MQL4 because 3 out of the 4 folders we need are in there. Expert Advisor, if you open that, and you'll open up Experts. God, my computer's going slow. All you have to do is drag and drop it over to here. Mine's already there, but just as an example, you drag and you drop. I'm going to say skip, but you would do replace if it's there already, or just drop it in. Okay, then you go back out to the main. Over here, there's an up arrow. If you're on Windows 7 or something different, you want to go up 1 or hit the back arrow to go back 1. Next thing is Include, and it is right here. Include, drag and drop it over. Up arrow or the back arrow, up arrow or the back arrow. Indicators, it's the same thing. You're just going to go in to the indicators folder here and go into your indicators and drag and drop them all over. If you hit Control A, it'll copy them. Like, see, if I hit Control A, it copies everything. So in the indicators folder, you're just going to go ahead and drag and drop everything into there. The next thing you're going to do is template. For now, we're going to ignore template. So let's close this. Now what I did do to make this easier is I copied this to my desktop so I know where it is. Okay, so then we're going to, once that's done, I'm not even going to go complicated. Close MT4. Now let's reopen MT4. Once that reopens, we're going to go ahead and load up a chart and load up the template. I highly, highly, highly recommend doing the template this way. MT has just got some kind of weird little bug on it. Now, whenever you open it up with the setup, you're always going to get however many charts you have, you're going to get alerts off the EA saying visit fxautomated.com for more goodies. That's your EA saying hello, basically, and it's like a quick advertisement. Okay, so we'll ignore charts are open. So let's say chart you want to open. We're going to do new chart, and we're going to do GBP USD. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to go to the 5-minute. Now we're going to do right-click. We're going to go to templates. Now, mine's already in the list, but we're going to go up to the top, and we're going to do load template. On the left-hand side, you should see desktop, and then look for the TAPFXS Setup folder, template, and it's going to be right there. I jumped through that really quick, so let's go back. Desktop, the folder, template. Now it's going to load up the template. So the next thing, what do we want to do? We want to immediately then go ahead and right click. Let's go to templates again. This time we're going to go to save template, and we'll do TAPFXS Setup or whatever you want to name it. And bam, now we are done. We have everything set up. There really shouldn't be too many questions on this. It was just a straightforward, simple install. Next, again, I said I'm going to take a 5-minute break. We're going to come back. We're going to go through the indicators. I did this in a roundabout way over the last 2 days, but these are going to be the structured breakdown of setup, install, get it going. Alright, so if you have questions, let's see, this video is also designed for new people, so if you have questions, hit me up on Slack, hit me up on email. This was, just like I said, a pretty much straightforward install, get you up and running. Part 2 will cover Renko. Until you become proficient on the 5-minute, though, or at least can see what you're looking for, I don't recommend going into Renko. It'll push you into a higher, fast-paced. Now, this video series is going to cover the simple system, and then I'm going to have a part 2 with Renko. I know it's always fun to jump into the more advanced stuff, but please hold off on it. Try the 5-minute first. 5 minutes a decent pace. If it's a super boring day, yeah, you can jump to the 1 minute and try it, as long as you're on demo. But I would highly recommend using the 5-minute. The 5-minute structures do play out pretty well every time. There was our trade right there. That's a trade. We're going to cover that more later on, though. Okay, so this will conclude the setup video. Again, I'm going to take a 5-minute break so we can let the video reset, and then we will get into the second part. We're going to talk about the indicators and what we're looking for a setup. I'll put out a list of rules on the screen, and I will attach in Mega, you'll have a list of rules there also. It'll be a little notepad thing, nothing fancy. I want to keep everything simple. I've even had people with issues with not having the right versions of Office or whatever to open up Word documents, so I'm going to try and keep everything very simple for this. Alright, so that sums it up. If you have questions, I will answer them at the beginning of the next video, and then we'll get into the indicators, the rules for setup, and everything. Alright, so while you'll have time to go ahead and get everything set up, if you have any issues with the setup, let me know. And if you're new to the course, again, go ahead and contact me by Slack or email if you just signed up and you're getting set up and you're having any issues, but just let me know. Alright, I'll see y'all in 5 minutes, and we'll go through the next step.